Well, if she gets into, oh man, that's a beautiful Z900, I would say. Looks good, right? Super Meteor 650. Maybe it was a Meteor. I'm not really sure. I think it was a Super Meteor. Average driving experience in Dehradun. Try not to rage. Try not to be angry. That's more like it. Even if you drive peacefully, there's something or the other that's gonna cause a lot of nuisance. Look at this guy. Ha. I think whenever you are in a car, it's very much mandatory for you to turn on your indicators and then turn. Even if you are switching lanes, that's very much important, man. Okay, one more tip for you guys. If you are driving, you should be very much aware about the clutch and the gears you are on while driving. A lot of people don't really look at the gears. I mean, if you have an idea about the gears, that I am on fourth, maybe third, maybe second, that's very much better compared to looking at the screen and knowing about which gear you might be on. So, clutch and gears are one of the most essential things that should be while you are traveling in traffic. I've been riding since the past 2 years now, and I'll be honest, I have learned a lot compared to how I used to drive in the starting. Now I know a lot about bikes. Now I know a lot about how things work. I have right over here the UK 16033. He's driving like a complete maniac, man. Changing lanes like it's nothing. And the thing is, it's not even an Alto. It's a very big Innova, man. You should be very much careful while riding big cars. Small cars, hello, it's easy to maneuver. Even see, this person is driving very much recklessly. Now in India, what happens is we are turning right. There would be people who would stack up their cars on that side as well and will eventually block the entire traffic. It happens a lot. I can't even complain about it right now because yeah, doesn't make sense. Also, look at this guy, completely unaware. Oh, why did my bike just drop some power? Ah, whatever. It's all traffic, man. At this particular intersection, you have to take a long ride, like completely from the wall, else you will be getting submerged inside a lot of vehicles that might stack up and would eventually block your entry. Look at this guy. Oh, not really an accident or whatsoever. क्या बोलते हो guys? Thumbnail डाल दो ऐसा. Show you guys a spot, and I've named that spot the Civic Spot. You'll see why. This one right over here, that's a. First, look at this car, the SDM Rishikesh. Look at this one. Look at these cars coming from this side. Look at this person right over here. Oh my god. Look at this guy. Oh my god. Do you really think that us normal people are supposed to follow the rules when the officers themselves are not following them? I don't think so, right? So one of the biggest advice I want to give to you guys, if you are starting to learn a bike and you are a beginner, is that whenever you are in traffic, try to maintain some distance with the person in front of you, because if you're not doing that, it really won't be worth it. And there's a very simple explanation. See, for example, the Creta in front of me, right? If I'll maintain my distance, now even if that person brakes heavily, I have my reaction time to eventually brake at the same time as he is doing. So I'm preventing a crash. But if you are on his tail, it won't really be beneficial, because you will eventually be crashing onto him, damaging your own things and his own things. That's very much like it. And yeah, that was a bit of a advice I wanted to share. To open my visor because of how foggy my screen was getting. Also, it was very hard to breathe. I have removed that fog visor that comes with the Axle helmets, because I mean, just to get a better view of the surroundings myself. Well, yeah, I kind of miss that thing right now, especially in winters. That is gonna be a tough time, and I don't use my visor a lot when I'm traveling at night, and I don't really travel at night, so that's what cancels it out. Let's switch it back off. Why is there a lot of rush today? I don't really understand it. Ah, I do know how to brake. I use my clutch because my speed was very low. If I was faster, I would have not really engaged my clutch. The reason to engage my clutch in such a situation was because I was trying to get my gears down, as well as not to stall the bike at the point when it is supposed to be stalled. And being a KTM owner, if you guys own a KTM, you might be very much sure about the fact that the low end torque on this bike is not really nice. Also, I have discussed this on a video of mine where I'm talking about the Aprilia RS457, that the low end torque on this bike is absolutely stupid. Not really worth it. Police officers. So if you guys can use braking in a way that is very much beneficial for you as well as for the other people, you have to learn that shit. You can't really just hop on a bike and think that you are a proper rider. Even I am not a proper rider, but I know more about the basics, and I know a lot more compared to what a beginner rider knows. Also, I do have a auto. I do have an auto blipper. I don't really know why I always uh, do the rev matching thing.